back to Football Talks podcast. So today is our episode number 8, and I'm glad to receive another friend of mine, Coach Mavi Lopes, Brazilian coach that has experience in Brazil. Right now, he's in Brazil and also here in Asia, more specifically in Thailand, as a player and as a coach as well. So today to be an interesting one. I would like to start giving the microphone to you, Coach Mavi, for you to introduce yourself and tell us your journey until nowadays. And you can tell us, how it started, your career as a player, and then the transition to coaching and until nowadays. Welcome to Football Talks podcast.
So guys, it's a new year. It's Yuri. It's everyone who loves food. I'm Coach Mavi Lopes from Rio, 41 years old. And now I'm starting my journey as a coach here in Brazil.
All right, so we can talk a little bit more about how you started as in football. For example, coming from a young Brazilian player, trying to be professional, and then becoming professional in Brazil, and then coming to Asia. So we can talk about.
But I was born in one city, in the city called Barreiros, Pernambuco, state of Pernambuco, Brazil. And with 12 years old, I started to play the academy player of Santa Cruz, which also played Vivaldo. This for my states. After I started playing in other states, other players around the Brazil. And 27 years old, I tried to Thailand. I have respect with the Asia. I think in this time is time to overseas, enjoy another football, another huge team, and this is so exciting to me. Reached 27 years old. I arrived in Thailand all of that. So excited to meet, to understanding the new series, the new football, especially for me who is playmaker. So when I had this opportunity to wait out to Asia, I said, "Oh, how can I play? Because so fast. At the time, I'm not so fast. I have no. She's really so strong, so it's more technically." And I said, "Well, let's see. I like the challenge." And then I say, "Well, let's go. It's time for me to enter in middle. Really, I'm a big goal for Brazil. Let's see. I love it in Thailand on that. In start my doing that. But let me see if I can say something more explain. I play in Chonburi. I took Chonburi, this team. And then there I go to Chonburi and start to play this time 2010. After Chonburi, I go to another clubs. And then I took play until 2016 in Laos, when I moved to another country, Laos. Well, it's too many to make things, many small details. I think it is enough to explain a little bit what my journey.
Cool. Let's talk about these differences. Like you came from Brazil as a player, you played here in Thailand most of the time, in Laos as well. So what are the main differences, that you could see and maybe shocked you, that were very different from what you had in Brazil, and then when you arrived here, you saw, and then was something very different?
A big person. Maintenance. That's what I think is the history, As I said before, I'm not the player who have strongly business for playing, I'm more technical, more basic, but when I first time I arrived in Thailand with the club, that was on the club. My first shot is the training, like 3 hours training, run, jump, finishing. This is so crazy for me. I said, what? It's
Like
very
everything
different.
together the same day here.
Everything. It's like you come to the restaurant and they say, "What you want?" Say, "Oh,
Everything at the same
so
time.
that's so crazy." Really, I think we talking too much about this already. Today it's changed a lot. But in that time, like we're talking about 14 years, 14 years old, right? Like
Yes.
2010. So this is from Israel. It's very shocking for me though. Like, man, in this first training, the fashion is finished at that time. The coach, like, what we have today? We have 3 training today. I said, okay. So now it's day for the just training. We training very hard, really, very important part. Jump, like, in the stadium level. He put us for jump in the stadium. And by step, jump, push, like, I don't know what to say in English, like eat tired of start. No,
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
imagine this? You have like a sense of walk, and you run with the big tire. And that's me. Was so. Then after 1 hour, 15 minutes, maybe not over 1 hour. He said, okay, now we ready for play. I said, what coach? I said, play game. So we have like 11 versus 11, you know. And they still, oh my god. So we have like a 45 minutes, 25 minutes into against Team B. After finish this, we say, okay, that's okay. This is something that is bad, you know. Then after, we take the strikers and midfielders to make finishing, and defenders to make some heading. And then when finish this, I had like my body is like pulled down my sleeves and you look at me, it guys shouting, "Hey, what is this? What is this?" I say, "It's leak, guys." Like, I pulled out. But
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, what is leak?" And he said, "No, no, no. He's yet." I'm saying, with that. See,
Lazy.
what happened? Yeah, really. See, well, then I have his history. She will. Questions for Cassie.
One
Like
of the
yeah,
stories. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So right now as a coach, is there moments when you are coaching that you remind about these crazy moments, as a player, when you were a player here? Do you remind this during your training sessions? Like, oh, I will not do this because when I was a player, I hated it. There was no benefit at all. And then, is there some moments like this that you remind
Definitely,
as a player?
definitely. Well, I think that's one point which decided me like hey, I wanna be coach. You know, so it's like it's not happen. It's not happen. So that time, like of course I have some thinking before. I like reading the feelings that I do. They plan, make the team play like my way, you know. But of course, this one made me remember every time I cannot do something like this, you know. So when I slash, when I organize it, the training sessions, like macro, micro. I said no, this time it's too much, this time it's less. Like I still make like fun and tasty, you know. But of course, that I cannot make this in my session. I remember sure.
And let's talk more about like coaching as is your new career, like in the recent years you are studying, getting licenses, and right now going to the A license, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Running
I think, yeah, I think there is a good opportunity for us to talk about coaching, like how you think about football, how in terms of trainings. So let's start talking about your game model. So maybe you can talk a little bit more about it, like what you think about football, how you think about your team playing.
and I tell for your guys, for your players, for your spectrum, we did the license better.
Yes,
Well,
Manila.
it's
Oh, hey,
19 or
hey.
18.
Yeah, yeah.
19. 2019, I started to make the license. And the first was a very good time. We made it over, we made it together, the Philippines. One, it's a start of to like a professional you can think like less I start. Moment you can soon the key. Okay, I start. And then after I was assistant in hospital. Then made some job with the coach like I'm one surgeon. They said that it's a very good that exactly support me a lot. Then made some other kind of work with like mother work the other coach from Ireland. Start with that some results. So 20 I started to move to Brazil because I said I have starting the country still like mother. So I started to use yeah, I was having a very good time, but that's so hard for me to decide. I once started it's time to work with football, real football boards. And yeah, I think this experience like where I study, where I stay, where I play, where I like to watch the English football, Brazilian football, Italian football, Spanish football, and like my reality is just football. And they say I have to miss everything like what's good for this, what's good that, what I like to play. You understand? So for me myself, I like to play a beautiful game. I think the first thing I have to think is the guy when he goes to stadium and he paid the tickets and he wants to have a beautiful game. It's not that always thinking like that. If me was that watching, so I want the beautiful one. And I promised myself that I have to make this not only for me, not only for so I will play beautiful. No, no. It's for who loves football. So I decided to study more about how to do the methodologies, the philosophies who enjoy that type of games, and start to watching like a crazy movies like that throughout the day. Oh, please let's see this 30 minutes of I get this, I pick another one. So I explained to me what times like at first looking who can make what I love, what I like to. So I like the gaming with like approaching stuff in creation like it was song with the goalkeeper, with the diagonal. So it's a beautiful game. I like the beautiful game. If I can find it's special, it's like I like a beautiful game.
Okay. And is there any coach that inspires you to try to achieve this beautiful game? Like you can name big coaches in Europe, in Brazil. So is there anyone that inspires you? Like, oh yes, I want my team to play like this.
Yeah, really Costa. Well, it's easily for any coach say like I like Guardiola, I like
Or maybe a mix
moving.
of
Yes. It's very easy. But for me, I like to see many difference, like I think he's very of course he has his quality of course which is I like today. But I like to see the one who has no players like him has send him there and do the beautiful game. Like if I had no Ferrari to run, I can go with small pack. And if you did this like very competitive, oh my god, I respect involved. So at this time, I was very appreciative what this dad made, quite me shocked out on that speed. When I look his game, I say, whoa, this is what I like. And then after he moved to one of the teams until he passed right into this. He's one of those I must love, watch, to study, compare again with me, like this is one of these guys. But and another coach in Brazil, like said, of course, Fernando Diniz, I have some different. So is there, nice and precise, but this one coach I respect a lot, you know. And Renato Gaúcho is the other coach who I study a lot, you know. The way he plays football, the way he loves, or the way he carrying and managing his team, you know, is like very, very important for me. So I think it's a bit learn for another, but it's still out because I very interested in this work.
Okay, so let's talk about any method, like because you visualize your team playing a game, right? So what about doing the training sessions? Like, how do you try to make it as similar as possible to the game? Do you have a kind of method? You know, like how do you like to do it?
Yes. Uh,
Yeah,
right.
fragmented.
Well, it's also a very good question because it's not the only what you love to do is how you do that. And nowadays, I see many pros like that. I love Guardiola. Hey, why my team don't play Sam? I love you talk. Why my team don't play Sam? You know, like I think this is so funny in schools or so funny to listen some questions like this. But remember when I say new at first, before I start my career, I look at some coach who play see how what I lost. So when I see Zach, when I see Renato, Fernando Diniz, those games, I say, okay, I waste and take a photo of these moments, and then I say, how can I do those players to realize they can do this? So I start to study many trainings. I used to vote many training sessions. But someone say, the team plays here today. They train here. I go there to watch, and I take a note, take a photo, step out. And I said, no, this is wrong. No, this way is wrong. They cannot make these. So I remember when I was player, I remember my way to put it in the pitch what I trading. You know? So when I'm coach right now, I say, yeah, okay. I think better we start like analytics. I make the fragments of the trading, you know, like if I start the training here, I have spent day was. So okay, the concept is build that. So how I build that? I use 11 players, 25 players in English? No. 5 players, 3 spinners, so right back, left back, whatever, 3 or 2 spindle. You know, just if I can play like 4 or 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, whatever, installation.
Yeah.
But I think that if I train it today, I think this kind of situation. Also, I hate when I see some posts like today we're gonna play so everything like going back with we started the copy. So I like to play fragments. You know, fragment of set in the brain. You have smaller, very small, and then the other assistant goals, fitness goals. We make another already planning. But the mean ingredients is very small space, you know, because I like to play this for their understanding. We get with this kind of analytics, separation of the game and form of the game. And we spending like 9 minutes, 75 minutes in one session. But actually I very interested in the training, very detailed, you know, very detailed.
Right. And during the trainings, how do you practice like formation variations? You know, do you have like a plan B, C, D, or you try to go with your plan A until it goes right or wrong? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I can't say I like this and this is gonna be my way where I have I started when it's when one, we stay 2024. It's like almost 3 years my period of our emotional. This time we developing ourselves. When I when I start, I said, no, I play in my team. I don't care what the other teams make. If my team play my way, it's very difficult to beat this team. So I have to make what it's my responsibility. So after the second team, you discover another way. So wait, I have to thinking about the other people also. And then I think this is the beauty of the career, of your act as a professional. And today, I can say I say the level, like, I think myself first, like, 35%, and the other 25%, I can, okay, if this happen, if this happen, you know. So, I had some experience with college, which when I play, I don't speak this, I think it's very, very normal one, average one, like, it's a players, normal players, like everything from Serie A, Serie B, and also, okay, I have to study a lot about this team, and then we have a very, very good experience when they also how can you do this with this small team. Also, there is a good experience for sure. That I have to have a more interest in with many situations. So I have my client, yeah, but also okay, with this happening, this happening. But many situations is not on both ones way. Also, we have to minimize. I think I'm very, very objective. This can happen in the game.
You mentioned something very interesting that during our career as a coach, like we are developing and we will be always developing our way to see the game, how to adapt. This is interesting because before I could say that I used to think like you, like, oh, I want my team to play in the way I like, and that's it. So there was no variation and no analyze about the opponent. So nowadays I can say that I'm more able to see what's going on in the match, not just relying on the quality of the players, because this happened many times. Like, okay, I know I have a good player, I know I have a good striker, a good winger, they will decide the game at some point. And that was it. So right now I try to see, the other team have 3 defenders. So how can we move the pieces, in this game to have more benefit of it? And then I want to ask you, like, during the game, you say that you adapt a little bit, but these things that you change, is it related with the opponent? Like, how is your style to see this? Like, you see the opponent and then you try to put your team in a better way, or you just see your team and then, okay, maybe I change this play with the other one and then change this formation. You understand what I mean?
Well, yeah, I got it.
It's a long question.
It's not a long answer, but not a long question. Actually, very, it's me back in like the other times when football, we can see like many talents. We are resilient. We super like today 24 years so for the World Cup. And also we have many years that we have the best player in the world. This that's it's okay. So okay, it's you. Of course, the coach during the game, he has many situations who can move one piece here, one piece there. Oh, okay. I think this player today is not okay. It's a coach, like this team is not so good. I don't know. I can move this, move that. I used to say like this. People can change every second. Every second can change. So you have to train many situations. But also you have to have players who can move this. What? I start to play 4-3, and then one player how put at this moment in that situation. And I can move. So I can move him to the side. I can have more detail. I can put in more very like pushing the players to play diagonal, shooting the first on. But this is very situation is like a toy, you playing, you're moving something, you can change something. So I used to say the real good coach is the one who moves situation and not moves players. Change players, not changing players. So
More like
so
a
you say,
striker, right?
yes, yeah, yes. Okay, I have Mavi play playmaker. Playmaker, I have really back on him like midfield defender. So during the game, I can play Mavi as a second midfield. Can you have already? Oh yes, I can. So I move a little bit like this. Not like this. So sometimes it can
Yes.
change the game. Not necessarily you say maybe perhaps I pick the other one because this is for me, I think the football can change each second, but the real big coach is the one who can change the situations and don't change players necessarily. No, that's the question that I think I can explain like this.
Nice, nice. So talking about players, so is
Mm.
there certain kind of players that you prefer? For example, maybe for the position of striker, you prefer a tall guy, strong guy, or you prefer, do you have a certain, specific kind of players for specific positions?
Well, this depends of we use of this in the previous talks. This depends. The professional football is very very different of the real football is very different of some regions, some countries. Brazil is very very different about the. How can I explain to you? Well, okay. Let's see. From the start, let's follow me. Push. I would like to have you in my club and blah blah blah. You make it talking, but one thing very very important is you can replace can or you have to know what she has. So it's very very the good process. And sometimes you must really this will take more long. You develop maybe your methodology, your game, your model, your mindset on those So when you have opportunity to bring some bonus, which is playing with room for, just play it with room for, just make a lot more easily. You know what I'm saying? So answering the question, I have some player who do this. Yes, we always have because on the career you can meet some players you have a little, my God, very big. I have some players who play with me, which play with me like that. Three, if I swings, okay? And has product layer which I actually in. So it's deep. It's not easily moved, but sometimes you have some opportunity you face, you say this very difficult you put on them. The other ones you say very easy. Let me say to you, I was learning one thing, I was coaching one thing for no final. I had 1 week of trade, only 1 week, and the next Sunday I have game ready. And they get my idea. They play amazing. They play amazing. Let's say my was easy like this. Well, when the other players, I have like 15 days, 17%. So we say, okay, I need more R. It was just clear. So very recently, also is little more long, get my ideas.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So let's still talking about this. So let's think about two situations. You arrive in a club, and then you have no chances to bring anyone, right? So what do you look for in the players? Like what specific, things that you look for in the players, as you cannot bring anyone. So who are there? What you looking for in them?
Okay. I'll tell you my secret. I hope you all the coach know with this. I'm joking.
I think I will.
Well, I have two opportunities, like the experience, which I think that I saw players I don't know if this is a good texture is record of the videos the way I like to play. I think some record also for these other folks like on there. Hey, not folks I don't say you. And that this kind of game I showed the players. And then I look this one, and I look this one. Someone low resistance to not play at least. Oh, and the others like some hopeless in their eye or their visual. You like after that just and then you start to have in your base, right? Like
Okay,
in your memory. Yeah, in your memory, you say, okay, this one is more easy, I will take it back. And then this is like leadership, you know. So if a game of mine, I take some 3, 4, 5 players which seems to play this model of game. And if I see too many like rejects, you know, I say these guys I have to work like a more especially to get my idea. And yes, okay. During the week, the first week, it's too many videos, videos for the would be the kind of game or the kind of style, game model. And after that, I start easily small, like training concept, trainings, like assist the building to the finish. I start to talk is on the first week is too much. It was too much in your house. Too much, too much, too much, too much. So you talk a lot, you arrive at home like I mean rest. When you're talking too much about mentality, we have to make to change the mentality of the players. They understand they can do this. You know, like
yeah.
the first question, I look again, like Brighton. I look again and I say, you guys can do this? Maybe coach, no, yes, of course. So depending of the level you get it, you know, like the level of the quality in your team. I have some days like some memories like okay, this team 1 week it takes very well. It's really fast. You go to the game day or already. And the other teams take more longer, like always 5 minutes. But especially if you have opportunity to create your team, it's the best response.
Right. And on the other hand, let's say you arrive in a club and then you can bring players. So as we have time, let's say for each position, what you look for, like who would you bring to each position? Like for example, for the center back position, I want a defender that can play with the feet, that is good for heading. You know, like maybe in each
Whatever.
position, if you can cite something that you look
Right.
for in
Yeah.
players.
Well, that's the
Starting from the
first thing.
goalkeeper.
Yes, and the first thing I don't like these strongest like monsters, you know, like the Asia looking sword. I don't like. I think they have a full mobility. Play the game like on very simple game. Who touch one, who want to move, you know, like I also a big fan of the monsters. So this is the first question. Because if I look, you know, goalkeeper was there is we have to use goalkeepers who doesn't play with the feet, you know. So it's very important. But it's not the difference. I already have some goalkeepers who's never can kiss the ball. Even the when he throw the ball like to start again, they stand there to kick. Well, I have a great experience with him because he never had someone which show him play like him. So it's very important that you know how to defenders. I like the the one who can play like uh, it's 5 minutes 1-0 win. No, I don't want to play games like no, I need to win games. So I used to create a team with many players, you know. one play literally. Another defense is too much quality, short ball, long ball, penetration pass. You know, defenders are right back, left back. I like to use many good first touch ball because this is when you get it to crash up. You know, in the third store. Uh, this is very important for me to have the first touch. So when they will first start the game, with defenders or in the midfield, when the ball comes to the right back or left back, they have first pass, so it's very fast. So this is a good point. I can choose what left or right back. This kind of midfield, I think, there's question you need to say. Like many coaches think that this is for playing midfielders or attacking midfielders. But I first think like the defensive midfield was to have reading the game. Need to know the game more than everyone. Because it is the part who is prepare the first base of attackers and starting from you are mixing things. A great mixing frame so you can understand what. The midfielders, like the playmakers or attacking midfield, you of course is very good importance for position of the players, and you have to have that. You have to get the technique, the technique. So this is like a hard off routine. You know, I don't care that much about the history, but the mentally more because this is the guy who can leading the game on the pitch. The winners, of course, scream. Always with the for some defense of this game state. Well, strikers like a 9 or 8, 9, whoever they got they of course know how to put the ball inside the goal. But I think it's very important this guy be little energy. Go like Suarez, other northern lines around the goal, but energy like we used to say in Brazil like some crazy. My loophole is not like is those kind of script. Not many don't voice, but I can explain to you those points of
Let's change a little bit the topic. Let's talk about a little bit of young players, young coaches, who are starting, who are seeking to be professional. So, what advices would you give for both players and coaches that to seek the professional career? So, from your point of view, with your experience, like what kind of advice would you give?
the first things I can say is not only for the youngest one now. I can say for professional players, or youngest coach, old coach, whatever. The first thing, the first point for me is you got to love law. So what I say law there now is almost 1 p.m. Brazil. And this was say, oh hey, we have game stadium in settled. No, I have some knowledge. You don't love. Youngest players. Hey, let's watch football. No, I do games. No, I don't go to cinema. I don't go to some other things. You know, like if you love, you real love what leads this. You also the person love what you do. Yesterday I also watched like raining games. Crazy. Often not directly, you know, like I watched 45 views. One day I came for I study. Sometimes my wife raised and you lost me for mother. And the second thing is you have to try to understanding more and more about what you know. This means study. Some players doesn't like to study. They only play please. It's like, how can I do this? How can I do that? Sometimes I
Were you like
ask
this?
people, but
Player?
wait,
Were you this kind of player? Because I was this player that
Yeah, sure. You remember me?
that never studied the game, never liked to watch. Like I was this kind of player. Today I regret.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You asked if I was this player before?
Yes.
No. I like.
You like?
I remember when I was like 17 or 15. My dad, he has a camera, I think it's more younger, maybe 12 or 13. My father has the camera, before it's not his phone or my phone, but I have camera, I took this camera and I put directly to the TV to watch my favorite players. Joinha. That game, this game, this after I watched game. This is maybe 13 years ago. I love this. I love it. I like it. But back in our questions, back to our question. The students today, I think, is really they have too many options. Like you stay on the phone today.
Yeah.
You have some fun.
Too many distractions. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. This is really useful for the football guest and serious, So someone don't even know if they really want to be a footballer. They just suffer in the suffer in the way, right? I see suffering in the way. I see my the girl who I like. She lost. See Messi, Neymar, all the players. And it's just, I like football also, fam. It's just a waste of time, guys. If you real love, I think you will have to give all you have. This is in training. You got time for this. So it's like I can swipe only one twice is love and study what you want.
Right. It's funny that the three things that you said, I didn't do these things. Like, of course, during the trainings, I was working hard, like giving my best, but off the pitch, like I feel now that I could have given more, like maybe invested more in myself, like invested in I don't know, in a gym program with personal trainer. We had a lot of free time here in Thailand, so it was funny. The three things that you said, I wish I could have done more. Don't know about you. So what you think?
It's good to understand. It's very stuff.
Correct. So now as a coach, we try to not commit the same mistakes, right?
Yes. See, I will tell you some history. This week happened. It's very good. A very good one for us time. I'm bring this very important stuff. This week, some of my friends called me, and he said, Mavi, he's starting right now, but real starting in the first team for minimum professional, and he's staying on my license. He said, help me please, because I'm at the team, the pro team. I don't know what to do exactly. You can help me, and he's like inspiration. This was like I've been selling for selling really right, not selling him. Then we used to have a lunch for I used to have a dinner with my wife, and I said, "Oh, I have something to do. I have some work to do." And she almost really need to go out. I say, "Oh, I have some." And we ordered some fast food. And what it is, what I do. I open and do that. I start to watch and study. The ultimate which will play with is that, when I make the schedule, 4:30 a.m. or 8 to 4:30 for free. If I'm asking, you give out like hey, I give you some money, nothing. I just help, and I study and I do a video full, or like analyzing, and 5 a.m. I send to him, hey brother, take a look, losing what you this week. Look at His team didn't win for 6 games. 6. The format was between. And it is like, I don't remember where he was talking on the table, no? And this guy got his first one. The first one of the table. Away home. And he won the game 3-0. 3-0. So they win on the resume for me. Coach, what to say? Relax, enjoy. So, what I can say to this? What this can say to you? What this can say for who will watch this? No, love. It's just a love watching. You just love. Understand? And you feel very good. Help who are the hosts, who are the friends, who are the brothers, the community of football. This is very good. Let's say English. This is very good work. Very good history. This week.
Absolutely. All right, Coach Mavi Lopes, where do you see yourself in 1 year?
I'm very angry. Like angry. You know me for so long. Well, you can say on this question about what is what he was and what he was for, right? And the other side is what is can happen in reality, because many things is not on our control. So I work to take my class. This is the first question, the first point. But inside the pitch, we have like almost 7 months, 7 months in this season in Brazil. So we have the second semester. I'm working to stay in like I say this and see this year. Make a move for this year, and next year because states because it's very, very strong in the competition like the first semester, same I was this year. And take my full license next year. So next year, after I take my full license, I make another plan, not class. Everything depends on the results of what happens which when we start. Maybe I can have that. Yeah, maybe I can have the same on. I don't. I know was we always looking for the top, always looking best position you can have, you can stay in the other also you work.
And in 5 years, where do you see yourself after?
Definitely see it. Definitely you can
That's the goal
look
in Brazil.
yes, I love to work here, man. This is very deep for your mentality, management, is everything. But when you have success, you like living the dream. But always, of course, I will working overseas. Is when I will make everything was. The first point is the first. My mind is work.
Mais alguma? All right. So recently you have been in Brazil, but before going to Brazil, you were working here in Thailand. So how let's push the topic back to Thailand. So how do you see the moment of the Thai football? You know, like what you can tell about like what you think, how it can get better. You know, how it can be developed. You know, now with your experience seeing from outside. You know what I mean? So what can you tell us about it?
Good question. Really. See, we spending 14 years Thailand in the started schools there. Thailand now where we work. I keep like 3 or 4 times. I get invited 2 or 4 times in football Thailand. This was moment when I first come after 2 3 years. This is very very deep. Like I passing for the coming. Last more than 2013, 2014. after 2016 or 15 or 16, 2015, yeah. The best time for payments, this is the best time for payment. Maybe the first is, oh my God, what money they take. But I think they forget to the most important things in football, which is quality. This is, they start having many players, all these players, like what you see in pattern is very normally one guy playing like 10, 12 years in one, like in the sequel, is that play here today, next year, next year. Of course, but I think sometimes the football need angry, it needs angry. You need some players like bro, if I don't play here, it's over. So you need all. And I used to see some players, which is not a problem. They don't play here. Next year they move. Next 6 months they move. So I think this is the quality of the club, the team, the vision of this player. Now, so I can say to you, Thai football, they did not only Thai football, but Brazilian now. So they need to look for the new generations, like you only take players with let me see what you did like 3, 4, 5 years. But sometimes you get some people and they have good opportunity. Sure, like a lucky. I can say you last week I had very, very good situation to prove it. As one player, Thailand, his name is Tu, great player. And I have him on my day to bring to my club when I was in Thailand, But my president say, oh, I don't want minus 43. This is the player I want. This is stupid of this football. Sometimes we can say, sometimes not. I think this is lost for Facebook. To tell you that this is history. No, I don't want. They say I want. This is a play player and make me play. He do nothing. I stand no. At the end, he come. And last week, he scored 3 games, three goals. 3 goals he scored. With that. And hit it with a touch. This is amazing. I can say this for the coach also, I can take this history and say, wait, some coach who stay in the small team, she's made the good goals, also can play. The checker is they need to looking for who's favorite. They need to looking for who's new. Of course I respect a lot the oldest one, but you also can't give support for the youngest one, because the youngest is really hungry. So this is what I can explain about my view about football, about Thai football. The supporters, the fans, when they love football, I can see when I go to stadium and I really go to Thailand. But I think it's the business talks too much stage under quality, open quality. So I think we need to back it on quality on lovers.
Right. All right. Going towards the end, I will make this question that I made to everyone that's here in the podcast. In the ideal world, how does your team play? Like, how would your team play?
Yes.
But how, like, with more details, like building up from the back, or like,
Yeah.
don't know,
Yeah.
ball to the striker and let's go.
I think this stuff I think this stuff for I think this opportunity for us your player who watch podcast was first YouTube. Then for that coach Mavi Lopes and you can see my whole work. Yeah. It's free for you. I can say I love you that again. Starting I love to keep the possession of ball. I think when you have the power of the possession, you use very closely to results. All right. Yesterday I was looking or studying clock, looking clock, going out from Liverpool. I watched the news and blah blah blah. And I see one interview again many years ago. And he said one thing I used to say, I used to know this. He said, if I lose the game and I understand why I lose this game, for me it's most important than I win and I don't know how I win. He say, you understand? So for me, I like to be a boss in the game. It's my game. It's my game. I'm creating, I keep the pass, penetration ball. I like to use many regulations. So like big players players closely and pass beside it. You know, if I lose the ball, it's not a problem. I'm back. You feel yeah. I try to squad my game like I create opportunities and bossing the game. I like having the ball. I love the ball. The ball has to be with my team. That is his future.
Great. So the last one, something more personal. Any hobby apart from football? So, or is 24 hours football for you?
My hobby of football, or my hobby outside football is playing football. But the father is you know my problem. I have a problem in ankle that is make me so difficult to play, and I give so much attention on my career, you know. Since I passed, so my focus is all study, living football. And sometimes I realize, oh my God, 3 months I've been inside with this foot in my shoes and my place people, you know. I love this very else, you know, and it is two things I can do. Basically.
All right, great. So, anything else that you want to share with our audience for us to wrap it up? So, any message, maybe for young players, for the coaches, for people that want to have the opportunity that we had to go out from Brazil, go abroad, So, any message that you want to say to wrap it up?
Yeah, I can say this was, if you want this, leave it.
Bam, Mavi Lopes. Brother, thank you so much for spending this time with me, with us here. I can say us because Coach Sam could not make it tonight, but it's our podcast. It's our podcast. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing. Your thoughts, your ideas with us. I'm sure that for whoever is watching this can take something out of it. And that's it. Thank you for the episode number 8 with Coach Mavi Lopes, Football Talks podcast. So I'll try always to bring good people here to talk about football. So is what we love, right? So Coach Mavi Lopes, thank you so much once again, my friend, my personal friend. So it was a great opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you.
Anything else from your side?
I would say thank you. Congrats for your work. Congrats for your contribution to football. Congrats for your contribution for the kids, for the lover, for the love, for the delivery you have for work. I'm here for help. And thank you for everyone. And once again, I say, if you want something, leave it.
Wow. All right. Thank you. And that's it. Peace, guys.